Namaste yogis, welcome to our practice. Today I would like you to start in a seat. So making yourself comfortable, you might have your legs crossed in easy pose. You might stack one foot then the other, coming to Burmese pose. If you're lucky enough to have a block in your home studio, please bring that block underneath your sit bones to elevate the hips a little higher. If you don't have a block, you can always use a cushion from the settee, anything that you can kind of elevate yourself on a little bit more. So making yourself comfortable to arrive and begin our sacred yoga practice. So we're on the theme of Saucha today, meaning purity. This idea that we can rinse out ourselves, mind, body, emotions, and we can begin again. This idea of cleansing and purifying. Saucha. So expect some twists, expect some rinsing out of the body, the hips, the heart. And we'll begin in our comfortable seat. So closing down the eyes, letting the hands rest somewhere intentionally. And taking the first couple of moments to simply notice yourself sat here in this space. And then allow your awareness to drift to your natural breath. Starting to smooth out any edges of the breath, creating this round quality, smooth and round. And on the theme of Saucha, purity, let's start with a couple of positive affirmations. So allowing your mind now to drift to the third eye, the place just between the eyebrows, and repeating after me in your mind's eye. I am present. I am centered. I am present. I am centered. Just noticing how that alters or shifts anything within. And committing to being present and being centered throughout the rest of our practice, as if we were all together in the same space. From my yogashala to your yogashala, connecting through the airwaves. And then allowing shoulders to soften down away from ears. And then can you allow the hips, the legs, the feet to ground down toward the earth? And as they do that, can you lengthen through the crown of the head up toward the sky? A lift in the heart space. Release the jaw. Release the tension in the eyebrows, the forehead. And we'll take our hands to our heart center in prayer pose, Anjali Mudra. And as the hands come up, can you drift the heart upward to meet the hands? Take a full breath in through the nose. And a smooth, slow breath out through the mouth. Take two more just like that, breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Taking a full breath in through the nose to prepare for a silent or audible Om. Take a full breath in. Exhale, bowing your head to your heart. Welcome to your yoga practice. Blink the eyes open to the fingers and then gazing back toward the screen. Beautiful, welcome yogis. Let's start in Hero's Pose, Vajrasana. So for this you might choose to keep hold of your cushion or pillow and place it underneath the hips so the knees are next to each other. You might find it more comfortable to have the feet slightly apart. So wherever you are, activate your legs and then allow the crown of the head to rise up as the shoulders soften down and away from the ears. Shoulder blades hugging slightly toward each other and elbows drifting into the chest. Beautiful. We're going to start here just to create a bit of stability in the lower body. I'd like you to reach your hands out wide, palms facing up toward the sky. Take a full breath in, reach the hands up as they meet, gaze to watch them. Exhale, drift the hands to the heart, gazing back to the front. We'll do this a couple of times, breathing in, reaching the hands and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful, everyone. Taking your left hand, bring it to the outer right thigh, and then take the right hand behind you on the fingertips. Lifting through the spine, take a full breath in. Exhale, allow the twist to be present. We're here for 2 more breaths. With every inhale, rise up through the spine. And with the exhale, allow the twist to happen through the midline of the body. Last breath here. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale, coming back to center. Taking a moment here. And then when you're ready, taking your right hand, pressing it to the outer left thigh, left hand comes behind you to the fingertips. Inhale, reach the head up toward the sky. Exhale, find your twist. So instead of the neck doing all the work and believing that you're going a bit further than you are, which is fine, I'd rather you have the gaze and the head directly above the heart space. So wherever the heart is landed, allow the gaze and the head to rest there too, without crunching or pushing the neck too far. 1 more breath in here. And let it go. Inhale, coming back to center. Beautiful. Coming forward onto your hands and your knees. Just give your toes a little bit of a rest here. You might wiggle the ankles around in circles. You might kick gently into the ground to get the blood flowing. And then take a moment to set up your hands so there's a lot of spaciousness between the fingers. Press the hands into the mat through strong arms, and if you have the tendency to hyperextend like me, bend the elbows slightly. Keep the spine nice and long by drawing the navel up toward the back body. Take a full breath in, we'll move into our cow posture. Open the heart, lift the tailbone and gaze forward. Keep a slight bend to the elbows. Exhale, tailbone drifts under, chin to chest, and then press the hands into the ground. Upper spine curling up to sky. Inhale, bend the elbows, open the heart space, tailbone drifts up. Exhale, dome the spine, cat posture. Moving through cat-cow now, inhale to open. Exhale to round through the spine. Inhale, finding length. Beautiful, everyone. From here, I'd like you to step the right foot back and then the left, coming directly to your plank posture. So the legs are firming up, hugging up toward the sky. The fingers and the knuckles are planting down. Now press the hands firmly into the ground and dome the upper spine just slightly. Take a full breath in here. Know that you're amazing. Exhale, lower the knees, untuck the toes, drift the weight forward, hug the elbows in and lower all the way down. Point your toes, engage your legs, hug the elbows in toward one another. Keep the neck long. Inhale, lift the head, lift the heart, baby cobra. Exhale, softening the forehead to ground. Inhale, rising up, open the heart, gazing forward. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, rising up, pressing through hands, bending the knees. Take your feet to touch at the toes. Let the knees come out wide and sink the hips back for a wide knee child's pose. Let the forehead meet the ground. And let the weight of the hips be quite earthy here, moving down toward the ground. From here, yogis, come to the fingertips as if you were holding cupcakes underneath the fingers, underneath the hands, sorry. And then lifting the elbows up and off the ground. Just notice how that changes the sensations on the side waist, the side body. And with the next inhale, walk the hands over to the left, grounding down through the right hip bone. Be here for 2 breaths. Luxurious breath in, luxurious breath out. Full breath in, and full breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, pause in the middle. And then inhale, walking the hands over to the right. Left hip bone grounds down. Just notice how that alters the stretch. Full breath in. And full breath out. Full breath in. And full breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the elbows, release the head down. Be here for 2 breaths and really commit to that earthy quality here, letting the whole body weigh down toward the ground. With the next inhale, coming back to tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog, hips lifting up to sky. Let me move this cushion out of the way for you. Beautiful. So the hips are the highest point here in our downward facing dog. The hands are shoulder width apart and the feet are hip width apart. So being very particular about how you set up your down dog so that you're in a sturdy and supported base. Plant your knuckles of your fingers down to the ground and lift the hips a little higher. Take a full breath in. Exhale to be here. Inhale, come to the balls of the feet. Exhale, lower the heels back down toward the ground. And if you are sacrificing the length of your spine to keep your legs straight, I'd rather you bend your knees and then find length through the spine. Beautiful. Inhale, come to the balls of the feet. Exhale, lower the heels back down. Inhale, rise to the balls of the feet. This time, keep the legs as long as you can. Look to your top of your mat and then take as many micro steps as you can to get to the top. When you arrive with your feet under the hips, bend the knees, bend the elbows and take hold of the elbows with the hands. Release the neck entirely. You might shake your head yes and no. You might sway left to right. This idea of Saucha, releasing, letting go, coming back to the start, releasing what doesn't serve you. And for this one, bending the knees deeply is just going to let the spine find a bit more softness. Releasing the hands from the elbows, press the feet down and start to slowly rise through the spine. Nice and slow. When you arrive at the top, take a shoulder roll to welcome you up. Beautiful, well done yogis. So you should be feeling already a little bit more open, a little bit more primed for your yoga practice. From here, come to the top of your mat, bringing the big toes to touch or having the feet slightly apart. With an inhale, take the hands up to sky. They meet in prayer above your head. Exhale, bow forward. Release the head, release the heart. Inhale, coming up halfway. Hands can come to the shins or they can come to the thighs. But keep hugging the shoulder blades in towards one another and pressing the feet down evenly so the weight's distributed between the front and the back of the foot the same amount. Take a full breath in. Exhale, lower the hands to the ground. Release the head, release the neck and shoulders. Press the hands down, step one foot back, then the other, coming to your high plank position. Be here for a couple of breaths and just feel that steadiness that you can create for yourself. Heels are energizing back as the backs of the legs are switched on. Hugging forearms and upper arms towards one another so that you can feel really supported. Take a full breath in. Exhale, lower the knees, untuck the toes, shift the weight forward and lower all the way down. Inhale, lifting the head and heart, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, moving through tabletop as an option. Inhale, come to the balls of the feet. Exhale, soften your knees. Look to the top of your mat, step or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, we rise, sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, bow forward, release the head, release the hands, release the chest. Inhale, halfway lift, feet pressing down as the spine lifts up halfway. Exhale, high to low plank, stepping back and pausing in low plank so the elbows are hugging in for a moment, and then inhale, lifting up to up dog. So your feet are pointed, your thighs are lifting, and the arms are strong. Hypermobile elbows, you might take a little bend. Take a full breath in, hug the thighs up to sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Well done, everyone. Let's be here for 2 really deep and conscious breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Press the left foot down into the ground and then inhale, use the breath to lift the right foot to sky. Keep the foot in the same height as the hip socket, no higher, and then dial the toes down toward the ground. Keep lifting the back of the leg and hugging the left thigh bone up to sky. Take a full breath in. Exhale, draw the knee to the chest. Hug the knee up to the chest, come to the balls of the back foot, and then step the foot through. Right pinky toe toward right thumbnail. Beautiful. So you find yourself in this lunge-like shape. You might take a little bit of movement forward and back. Just enjoying that shape in the body. And then take the left hand to the ground. Inhale, right hand lifts to the sky. Easy twist. Keep hugging the left thigh bone up toward the sky, and the left heel is beaming forward. You got it. Take a full breath in here. Exhale, press the right hand down. Really nicely done. Pressing the left foot down into the ground, staying on the ball of the back foot. Bend the back knee just a little bit, and then inhale, bring the hands to the side body, and then shift the weight forward into the front leg a little more. Arrowhead lunge. So the hands are energetically beaming back as the crown of the head is energetically beaming forward. Press the feet down for 1 more breath in and 1 more breath out. Inhale, lift the hands up to the sky, crescent lunge. You got it. Exhale, left hand comes forward, right hand comes back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, warrior 2. Spring on the back foot, and the back foot comes to about a 90-degree angle, but the toes are facing in just a bit more. The front knee is bent to about a 90-degree angle. Both hands reaching wide. Take a full breath in. Exhale to be here. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Bring the palms to meet, dancing warrior. Exhale, bend the knee, warrior two. We'll do two more like that. Inhale, dancing warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, warrior two. Keep the exhale as you windmill the hands down, coming to the ball of the back foot. Awesome, everyone. Press the hands down to the ground, and as quietly as you can without making a sound, lift the right knee up and step the foot back to plank. Lower down with an exhale. Inhale, lift the heart, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really beautifully done, everyone. Press the right foot down, and when you're ready, inhale, use the full breath to lift the left foot up. Hip height, dial the toes down, flex the foot, and engage the thigh muscles. Both muscles are active. Take a full breath in. Exhale, knee bends to the heart. Hug the knee up, come to the ball of the back foot, and then step the foot between the hands. You got it. Finding that lunge position. Moving forward and back ever so slightly. Really well done. From here, pressing the right hand down into the ground, and inhale, spinning the heart open, lifting the left hand up to sky. Keep the hips squared to the front of the mat, and energize the back leg. Take a full breath in, and a full breath out. Full breath in. Exhale, lower the left hand. Really nicely done. Bend the back knee ever so slightly. Sweep the hands back so they're in line with the hips. Arrowhead lunge. Open the heart, squeeze the arms into the body. Shoulder blades squeezing in. Take a full breath in. You've got this. And a full breath out. Inhale, lifting the hands, crescent lunge. Exhale, right hand comes forward, left hand comes back, open twist. Inhale, both hands up to sky. Exhale, warrior two. Opening out. Beautiful, everyone. Take a full breath in here. Exhale to soften the hips. Inhale, lifting hands up overhead, straighten the front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, bend the knee. We'll take our last one. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, lowering down. Keep the out breath as you windmill the hands down to the ground. Stepping the left foot back to your plank as quietly as you can. Inhale, shift the weight forward. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Two beautiful breaths here, yogis. And then with the next in-breath, come to the balls of the feet, look to the top of the mat, and take those micro movements, stepping back to the top of the mat. Bend the knees, take the peace fingers, your index finger and your middle finger, and wrap them around the big toes. Take your knees bent, inhale, lift up halfway through the spine, and exhale, soften down, release the elbows away from each other. Release the neck. And draw the shoulder blades up and back toward the hips so that the neck has lots of space. We're here for 3 breaths. If you'd like to start straightening the legs up a little bit just to explore that, you may do so. But if you're working on releasing the spine and rinsing it out, keep the knees bent and soft. Again, it might feel good to shake the head yes and no. And then loosening the grip of the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow forward. Bring the big toes to touch. We'll sweep up to Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, lifting the hands, sinking the hips down and back. Gazing between the hands or directly ahead for your chair. Keep hugging the tailbone down. And if you can see something funny here, that's my mic. So no worries there. Keep drawing tailbone down and back. Take the hands to the heart with an exhale. Inhale the left hand to the heart space and exhale, open the right hand out. Inhale, center, swapping hands. Exhale, left hand drifts back. We'll take one more each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right hand spans open. Inhale, center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. And we lower all the way down. Beautiful. Reach the hands forward and roll all the way down through your spine. I'm just going to move this mic back so I don't injure it or myself. Rolling all the way down to the ground. Beautiful. When you get to the earth, take a moment to bend the knees and let the entire length of the spine meet the ground. So that might mean tucking the tailbone up toward the knees a little bit. Simply taking the hands to the belly and feeling the belly in the breath, in the belly. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4. One for yourself, counting to 4, in and out. Beautiful, yogis. We're going to do one of Amy's favorite poses. So bring your hands out to the sides in a T-shaped motion. If there's not enough space, you might take cactus arms with the elbows bent. And then we'll drift both knees up toward your chest at a 90-degree angle. Cross the left leg over the right as if you're sat on a bench or a chair with your legs crossed. And then lower the knees over to the right. Twisted roots. So allowing for the spine to find a bit of rinsing, Saucha, purity. You might even take a little more twist by gazing over to the left hand. Or you might keep your neck nice and long, finding your variation of twisted roots. Here for a couple more deep breaths. You might choose to count your breath once again. And if you can, extending the exhale to 6 counts. 4 in, 6 out. And with the next breath in, coming back to center, unraveling the knees. Beautiful. Take a moment here with the knees drifting up toward the chest, just to enjoy the spine's length on the ground. And then preparing for the other side. So bringing the feet up 90 degrees with the knees, and then wrapping the right leg over the left. Lowering the knees now over to the left side. You might come to the outer edge of the left hip, just to intensify the twist a little bit. Just listening into your body and trusting yourself. I am present. I am centered. Just reminding ourselves of those positive affirmations. I am present. I am centered. One more breath here. Gently coming back through, unraveling the legs, squeezing both knees up toward the chest. You might find a rock from side to side, just enjoying that sensation. And then we'll move into our Savasana, our resting place. So I'd like you to make yourself super comfortable. That might mean getting a blanket, it might be pressing something over the eyes so you feel really settled and comfortable. But knowing that this is a super important time for rest and digest, so the body can absorb all those nutrients of our physical, mental, spiritual practice. So letting it all sink in. And you can refer to those statements as a mantra if it's useful here. I am present. I am centered. And breathing in, I am present. Breathing out, I am centered. And you can use that if you need somewhere for the mind to rest, or simply just let the mind wander, let the mind move. Releasing all the weight of the body to the ground, letting gravity do what it does best, hold you. If you haven't already, taking a full breath in through the nose and a releasing breath to soften down and to commit to this quietude for yourself. I'll keep an eye on the time, and you'll hear the sound of a faint bell that will tell you when it's time to come out of your loving rest. And taking a deep breath all the way into your body and letting it go. Bringing some movement to the toes, the fingers, the ankles and the wrists. And it might feel good to take a full body stretch with the hands up and overhead, reaching fingers to toes, toes to fingers. And rolling over to one side with the knees bent. Taking a moment of pause here just to be with yourself. And then using the hands to guide you back up to a seat. Option to keep the gaze low or the eyes closed. And just take a moment to observe and acknowledge the quality of the mind-body. If you could find one word to describe how you're feeling in this moment, bringing that one word to mind, accepting and embracing whatever comes up for the truth of this moment. And let's bring our hands to our heart center in prayer pose, lifting the elbows, softening the shoulders, taking a full breath in through the nose. Exhale, release the breath. Inhale to prepare for a closing Om. Take a new breath in. Exhale, bow your head to your heart, thanking yourself for this practice. Have a blissful afternoon, evening, day, whatever time you're watching this. And I'll see you on the mat again for the next session. Take care, yogis. Namaste.